Hello everyone, my name is Magda. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be playing with one of the aspects that was recently released. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. And that is Shadows Flicker Like Flame, the aspect of Dark Fire. I've picked a relatively simple game. I already did a run through before this and I won pretty easily, so I'm hoping this will go easy as well. Um, the adversary is Prussia and it's base level game. And yeah, let's go ahead and just set the game up. That was Prussia, and I had it on board D. And then let's look for Dark Fights already set up. And yes, it's already set to base level. It's a difficulty one game. Alright, so let's see what's the difference in the aspects, in this aspect. One thing I already see that I liked, is that they have an extra card that is given to him, and I like it because it has the moon and the air. Not the air, I'm sorry, the fire. And which, if I play Shadows how I always play him, it allows me to play longer before I reclaim. I was a little bit confused with this innate power. I understand that the difference in this aspect is that you treat each moon available to you as being a fire and vice versa, and you can choose during each action for each one that you have, and you may discard or forget powers that grant moon to pay for this. And then also it gives you a bonus fire or moon, and the first time each action would destroy your presence, you may push one of those instead of destroying it. I think there's another one of his aspects that does the same. I think, I'm not 100% sure. And I've played this aspect now twice, and it confuses me a little bit here because they change everything to... Oh, yeah. Oh, I get it now. So it's gray because it's moon. Moon is gray, but the fire is red. So they have kind of like a hybrid element of moon fire. That's what that is. Okay, I understand it now. I was a little bit confused before, but okay, now when I'm talking it through, it makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to play this game as I always play Shadows, and Shadows for me is I try and use his innate power, because his innate power, a lot of people think the innate power is not really great, but I like it because it generates a lot of fear, especially the higher you go, and it prevents builds, especially when you're playing adversaries whose growth or whose build doesn't is not affected by neighboring towns and cities. For instance, England, even if you stop the build, especially in higher levels, even if you remove the explorer, they will build. The same thing with Habsburg. Even if you remove the explorer, they will gather a town next door. But for aspects such as for adversaries such as Sweden, Prussia, even okay, France, I think with Shadow is a little bit harder because you have the two explorers, and while he can get rid of one explorer, the two explorers becomes a little bit problematic. And Russia also, I think, is okay because he's good, I think, in with adversaries that one don't build if the explorer is removed, or even explorer centric adversaries. Not ideal with France because again, two explorers, but okay. But anyway, let's see how we're gonna do. So I want to play this how I usually play him. So which means I start with this option. We are starting with we start with what do we call? We start with mountains. What I might want to do is, so I always start with mountains, and I will play either Crops Wither and Fade, or this one, Mantle of Dread, where I can push an explorer in a town. And either one of those, and I play also favors called into favors call due. So my plan is to prevent the build here and then gather all the Dahan in land 8. Ideally, maybe if I put my presence in land 7, I can push the town and the explorer into land 8, and then when they ravage next turn, I play Concealing Shadows, so that all this Dahan that I've gathered, they can do a lot of destruction. So that's my goal here. All right, so and I go bottom track so that I can already start playing 2 cards. So I think I will play Mantle of Dread so that this town and explorer can be pushed there. That way I'm trying to get rid of all the towns and cities that are built inland and then reduce the number of exploration. But let's do that. Okay, so this already allows me to hit the first level of my init, and I'm going to gather this explorer here. I'd rather have the Dahan gathered here because here there's a blight, and if I allow them to ravage here, they will become there will be a what do you call it? There will be a cascade. So all right, so now let's first gather. I'm going to first gather the Dahan because then I can get the 3 fear, because it says if invaders are present and the Dahan outnumber them, then I get 3 fear. So if I had first pushed it, then it'd be a little bit more problematic. And then I can push this guys out. There. Okay. All right, so that's great. So I'm going to put I have to put my presence here. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to play Concealing Shadows. Unfortunately, this version of Shadows Flicker Like Flame doesn't allow you to what do you call it, to target outside your range or play with it, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go for picking a card. I'm gonna pick the presence from the top, and my goal here is to pick a card that has moon or fire. Okay. Okay, so what can we do? Maybe this might be nice. I think again with this, whether it's fire or moon, it doesn't matter, it's the same element, that's okay. And then we have to put our presence here, and we're definitely playing this, and maybe I can play this, and then that way, because now I will still hit the threshold, because whether it's fire or moon, it doesn't matter. And then what I could do is eventually, at this part, is add the strife on land 4. So then that way they don't blight the land. And then maybe now, okay, so let's play. I can gather an explorer. I'm gonna gather this explorer, and then I've gathered it into the mountains because there's a Dahan there, and hopefully they are killed. Hopefully they don't do +1 damage, otherwise I will have a cascade, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're on Healthy Island. During the next normal ravage, each city does +2 damage. That's fine, we don't have cities, it doesn't affect us. On each board, add a disease, ignore disease during builds this invader phase. Let's maybe, I'm just gonna add it to the coastland because that's soon gonna be our problem. Oh, this is nice, we already get 2 fear cards. Again, there's a lot of people say that Shadows is weak, but he's not. You just need to know how to play him. Oh, defend 3 in all coastal lands, which is not. What was? Oh, it went really quickly. What was my? Okay, we get a defense. Unfortunately, it's not enough to defend here. So there will still be a blight, but that's okay. Let's destroy this. And then here, I can push my presence, and then this cleans this up. So this is quite nice because now now you have inland is really, well, it doesn't matter. Now we are exploring from the coasts. Okay, this is not ideal, but all right, it is what it is. And then I'm gonna add this expansion. So now I think I will pick a card, and then I'm gonna pick the bottom to play 3 cards. Um, Maybe we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. I think we can afford it. What can we play here? Again, it doesn't matter whether it's Explorer, if it's Moon or Fire, because it's the same. What should we do? What do we want to do now? If it's jungle, hold on. If target land is, but this needs a sacred site. So if I take Savage Mobis, then I need to put my presence here, or at least here. Should we do that? Actually, why did they not explore? Oh no, because it's just wetlands. Sorry, I keep on confusing. I don't know, for some reason I thought it was the coastal land. It's not really the coastal land. Okay, so this, if I pick territorial strife, I won't really have anywhere to play it because I only have one city, and that's in the coastal land. This I don't want to add a blight, so I think I'm gonna pick Savage Mobist. Let's. Okay, we pick the bottom. I think that's okay. Then I think we can gather. Wait, what? I hit the 2nd level already, so let's just gather that here. And this, which is nice with the fear. It'd be nice to do some damage over here. Add 1 explorer to land with blight. Okay. It has to be here. Well, it can also be there, but 1 damage in each land with towns and cities. 1 damage per Dahan. Okay. Each player adds a strife in a land with or adjacent to beasts. I can add a blight here. Jungle. Okay. Somewhere I need to add a town. I think I'm gonna add it here. Oh, they were still gonna. Yes. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So here we're gonna do crops with a turn that city into an explorer. Should I just destroy? Let me see. This does 1 damage. If I do that, let's do that. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice because that adds, definitely it adds the Badlands. And then here, then I can do 3 damage. Or 2 damage. Wait, why does it do only 2? So it does 2 indeed. Let's destroy that. Okay, but the nice thing is that it remains there. Okay, so we're reclaiming. Let's see what we can pick. Let's maybe pick Favor of the Sun, so then that way they can defend there. Maybe do that and maybe this again. Gather 1. Okay, I think that's okay. The reason I picked this one is so I don't have to deal with land 1 with the gathering, but meanwhile I can gather this explorer here. Let's see how it goes. For each word, discard the top minor. Okay, we have enough moons for this. Yeah, I don't even have to add anything. Where can we add? Let's add it here. Add a disease. Oh, okay, I really don't have a choice. Well, this Dahan, I guess, was about to die anyway. Defend 2 in all lands. Okay, so I didn't really need to defend that. Each player may gather and explore to a land with tons of cities. Okay, too bad I can't gather. Do I want to do this? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Coastal lands, okay. Okay. So let's first destroy this town. And probably add another Badlands. And then maybe will this clean it? Oh, okay. We are actually... Yeah, and this is what I say that Shadows generates a lot of fear. I didn't even realize we were so ahead with the fear, but that's okay. Alright. It took me slightly longer to beat this than I did with my, run through, but that's okay. It's only by 1 turn, but still, I beat it in turn 4. I think the last time it was in turn 3. So anyway, I get a score of 32 points. Yeah, one of our Dahan was destroyed. We only got 1 extra blight. And yeah, I still have 7 cards in the invader deck. So anyway, so that's Shadows Darkfire. I hope you enjoyed watching this game, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye bye.